Hi everyone, very good evening and welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. My name is 𝗟𝗲𝗴𝗹 and welcome to our series Basics of Critical Reasoning. I hope you can hear and see me clearly, very clearly. There are no glitches from our end at least. And I hope you've seen all the previous classes under the title The Basics of Critical Reasoning. We have a very easy and a very interesting topic to do today. That's course of action. Hi, good evening, Jalika, Zoya. I hope you can hear and see me clearly. Hi, Manu. So, before I explain what is course of action, what are the kind of questions that would come, how to approach them, सब start करने से पहले agenda देखते हैं. We are running a series titled The Basics of Critical Reasoning, and under this series, we have already discussed some, in fact, plenty. I think around 6 to 7 classes have already happened where we have discussed basics of critical reasoning, identifying the arguments, strengthening, weakening, assumptions, conclusions, all of that have been discussed. Okay. And we are going to be discussing course of action today. So the basic agenda of the class is that we understand the basics of critical reasoning under various topics. Today's topic, course of action. And then we solve some questions. So I have roughly around 4 or 5 previous year questions. We'll understand the basics, we'll apply the basics to these questions, and we'll try to get them correct. So a few things before I show you the very first slide on the concepts. If you wish to prepare with us, we have a 3-day free trial going on our channel. So make sure you register yourself for this free trial. Link iska description box mein hai. You can check out the app, our classes, our mocks, our test series, everything for free for 3 days, and then decide later on if you wish to see us in the classes or not. Make the most of this option. Go register yourself and we shall see you in the classes, everyone. Alrighty. So, hota kya hai course of action mein? In course of action, you're given a problematic situation, okay? Now, let me first explain things in my own words and then I'll show you the slide. So, in course of action, you'll be given a problematic situation and you are supposed to find a solution or maybe the next step to be taken for the problematic situation. Now, the problematic situation could be varied. It could be that malaria is spreading. It could be that waterlogging is happening in Delhi. या cloud bursts हो रहा है हिमाचल में. ये सब problems हैं. ठीक है? अब देखो, out of these problems that you get, some problems may have a solution. Like waterlogging हो रही है दिल्ली में, बाढ़ की condition आ चुकी है, Yamuna is overflowing. We can see that, you know, there are solutions to it. But cloud burst हो रहा है, इसका कोई solution है क्या? इसका कोई solution नहीं है. So in course of action question, you'll be given a problematic situation, and out of the problematic situation, you basically have to decide what should the next step be. अब next step cloud burst हुआ है तो क्या क्या हो सकता है probable next step. अगर water logging हो रही है तो क्या next step हो सकते हैं. That's what you're supposed to do. So everyone, basic concept समझ में आया. Course of action आपसे पूछता क्या है. The theory is written right here. You will be given a situation with multiple options, actions that you could choose. और इसमें से आपको आप सारे भी करेक्ट पाथ चूज कर सकते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपके पास में ए बी 2 हैं तो वो दोनों भी फॉलो कर सकते हैं ऑप्शन. इनमें से एक भी फॉलो कर सकता है, दोनों नहीं भी फॉलो कर सकते हैं. द डायरेक्शंस आर only A follows, only B follows, A and B both follow and neither follows. So that's how you get the directions. I think everyone has a fair idea. अब बात करते हैं ऐसे क्वेश्चंस कहाँ आते हैं. क्लैट में पिछले कुछ सालों में तो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस नहीं आ रहे हैं बिकॉज अब पैसेज बेस्ड हो गए हैं. बट पैसेज बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस में भी कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन इज अ वेरी लाइकली क्वेश्चन बिकॉज AILET gives us course of action questions a lot of times. Plus all other non-CLAT exams that ask us verbal logic, they give us course of action question. So ये एक ऐसा टॉपिक है that's very scoring. बेसिक कंसेप्ट क्लियर होना चाहिए. स्कोरिंग है और बहुत जल्दी. You can do it in a jiffy. So if such a question appears in the examination, my recommendation, absolutely take the plunge and solve that question. कुछ क्वेश्चन होते हैं जो मैं हाईली रेकमेंड करती हूँ कि आपको सॉल्व करने ही चाहिए, ये उनमें से एक वैसा क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है। सो ऑल्सो आई guarantee something to you. If you're little more attentive than what you're right now, if your complete attention is right now to the class that I'm explaining, you're very likely to get almost every correct in every question that you solve. You just have to be very attentive with what I'm explaining. I have a very comprehensive set of notes for you. So make sure you're very attentive at any moment. If you have doubts, make sure you post the doubts right there and I shall resolve them. Good evening, everyone. तो स्टार्ट करते हैं कैसे हम आंसर्स ढूंढते हैं, ठीक है। थिंग्स दैट वी नीड टू कीप इन द माइंड। सबसे पहले एक इमेजिनरी सिचुएशन देखते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल दिल्ली में वाटर लॉगिंग हो गई एक दिन की बारिश में, इट वाज लाइक रिवर्स फ्लोइंग हियर एंड देयर, ओके, वाटर लॉगिंग हो गई। अब मुझे ये बताओ इसके सोल्यूशन में या इसके नेक्स्ट स्टेप में हम क्या क्या कर सकते हैं, आप मुझे चैट बॉक्स में बताइए एवरीवन। So again, I'll repeat. There's a lot of water logging happening in Delhi after heavy rainfall, and all the drains are overflowing. The streets have a lot of water. It's causing a lot of disturbance to the day-to-day life. What can be done? It could be solution or it could be the next step that needs to be done. Send me all of that in the chat right now. Think. Do some exercise, mind exercise. And you'll know exactly how to think right here. Okay, I'm waiting for everyone. अच्छा मनु एक बात बताओ, चलो मनु ने इवैक्यूएशन बोला, ठीक है, अदर ऑप्शंस? गुड सीवर फैसिलिटी, यस, और others? I have good 15. Okay, thank you for sending me hearts. Thank you. These are many. I'm getting a lot of hearts. Okay. Cleaning drains. Okay. Supply food grains. ठीक है, चलो. So I've received a lot of answers here. अब देखो इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के दो तरीके हैं. First is to eliminate the incorrect options. And if I have multiple correct options, what all will follow depends upon various aspects. Three things that you need to keep in your mind. First thing, remember, understand them very carefully. Identify the stakeholders in the given problem. Who are the stakeholders? Stakeholders are the people who can be impacted by your decision. Okay. Now, who can be impacted by the problem. Now, if water is overflowing, there's a lot of water logging happening in the streets. Who can be impacted? The citizens, the government. Majorly, these two set of people. So, these two set of people are the stakeholders in the given problem, where decision making and the problem both are going to impact the set of these stakeholders. Did you understand? Okay. So, stakeholders सबसे पहले identify करो. Why to identify stakeholders? Because once you decide something कि चलो ये मुझे करना चाहिए, वो decision हमेशा it has to support each stakeholder. For example, if I decide one thing, if it is harming the other set of stakeholders, should I be taking this decision? No. Any decision that is to be taken, imagine आप एक जज है, आपको एक डिसीजन लेना है, आप वो डिसीजन लेंगे जो मैक्सिमम लोगों को बेनिफिट करेगा और कम से कम लोगों को नुकसान पहुंचाएगा. और किसको बेनिफिट करेगा, किसको नुकसान पहुंचाएगा, ये समझने के लिए आपको उस प्रॉब्लम के स्टेक होल्डर्स को आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ता है. I'll repeat that again. Please identify the set of people who can be impacted by a decision that has to be taken for the problem, and always choose for course of actions that would, benefit maximum number of people. But remember something, I'll add a fourth point as well. Any point that helps resolve the situation it needs to be taken into consideration to make it correct. ठीक है, अब ये 3 पॉइंट हमने ध्यान रख लिए. अब आते हैं ऑप्शन एलिमिनेशन पे. ऑप्शन हम कैसे एलिमिनेट करते हैं, इसके लिए ये 5 कुछ पॉइंटर्स हैं, इनको हम इवेलुएट करेंगे. एक एक करके सबके ऑप्शन देखते हैं. जैसे मनु ने, जोया ने, धनंजय ने, शिव ने, तुलिका ने अपने ऑप्शंस भेजे. Let's consider each of these options and thank you for sending me all the hearts. Can we convert these hearts into likes? Yeah, I mean, it's just a click, right? If you're clicking on the heart button, please click on the like button. Also, you can simultaneously click on the share button and share it with all the Telegram groups that you're in. I'm sure आप बहुत सारे CLAT के Telegram groups में होंगे ना, share कर दो ना उधर. Thank you. Okay, तो सबसे पहले मनु का हम पढ़ते हैं solution. Okay, that was evacuation of people. मनु, ये एक extreme course of action होता है और इसको हम eliminate करते हैं. Let's understand why and how. If there is waterlogging happening, should I work on waterlogging and reduction of it and in this situation not happening again, या फिर मैं शहर खाली करा दूंगी? Evacuation of people, अगर शहर खाली कराना is an extreme step. I think what you're trying to say is evacuation of people who are stuck. That is something that can still be done. But evacuation of an area where waterlogging has happened, but yet, उनका day to day life चल रहा है. मैं बैंगलोर में रहती हूँ, यहाँ बहुत बारिश होती है और यहाँ सोसाइटी के बेसमेंट में इतना पानी भर जाता है कि बच्चे स्विमिंग करते हैं मेरी सोसाइटी में. इवैक्यूएशन की नीड नहीं होती because we're not stuck. Okay, and I'm not lying, my daughter does that when it rains heavily. So you have to be very clear, okay, that evacuation needs to happen only when the situation is very very severe. For example, evacuation एक ऐसे एरिया में जहां earthquake आने से कोई बिल्डिंग कोलैप्स हो गई है, जहां कोई एक्सीडेंट हो गया है, ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट जैसा, तो वहां पे जो लोग स्टक है उनको इवैक्यूएट कराना. ठीक है, that's where evacuation will happen. Anything that's an extreme option has to be eliminated, remember that. फिर आता है कंपैरिजन वाले ऑप्शन. ये सबसे गंदे ऑप्शन होते हैं. ये ना शर्मा जी का बेटा कर रहा है तो तुम भी करोगे. पाकिस्तान इज डूइंग दिस, सो वी विल आल्सो डू दिस. इंडिया इज लॉन्चिंग इट्स इसरो इज लॉन्चिंग इट्स सैटेलाइट, तो आप पाकिस्तान भी करेगा. ठीक है, तो ये दिस इज कंपैरिजन, एंड कंपैरिजन इज something that's uncalled for. Never compare. If you are doing, somebody else should do it. Absolutely incorrect option. ठीक है, did you understand the first two options, everyone? Extreme and comparing. I'll give you a couple of more examples for extreme. Extreme could be, shut it down, ban it. These are extreme options. अगर solution ही लेना है तो extreme क्यों लेंगे? हम पहले एक positive solution लेंगे. Okay? harm कर दो इस person को. Let's try to find a positive solution first. If nothing else happens at all, then we can choose extreme options. And comparing, okay, if he does it, you should also do it. Should I take CLAT? Yes, because Manu and Dhananjay and Alok are taking CLAT, so Alpa ma'am should also take CLAT. No, comparing is not going to help. Worst option. Next, बात करते हैं no action की. बहुत सारे ऑप्शन होते हैं. ये तो ऐसे ही रहेगा, इसको ऐसे ही छोड़ दो. Malaria is spreading in my society. Yeah, mosquitoes will be there. Just leave the situation as it is. जब कोई एक्शन लेना ही नहीं था तो तुमको ये क्वेश्चन दिया ही क्यों? कोई भी ऑप्शन जो कह रहा है ऐसे ही छोड़ दो सिचुएशन को, कुछ नहीं कर सकता इसका, ये तो ऐसे ही रहेगा. पॉलिटिशियंस तो करप्ट ही रहेंगे, छोड़ दो इनको पैसे खाने दो. No, you cannot choose an option that does not take an action, any action at all. Okay, that's, I think, the first option you should eliminate. It doesn't do anything. Okay. Oh, it is, Dhananjay. It is crazy. I know. And after a month, we'll wait for its landing, soft landing, and then we shall celebrate together. It's a landmark day in it will be a landmark day in the history of our country. It is what it is. As these options, Manu, are the worst options. So, just a minute. 1 minute, guys. All right. So, back to it. Any option that takes no action, eliminate them. Then not feasible, not viable. When you say there is water logging happening in Delhi, uh, Delhi government should completely destroy the entire infrastructure of the city, build new roads, new drains. ये feasible ही नहीं है, ये viable ही नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं किया जा सकता, इतनी fundings नहीं होती government के पास. So anything that you think, okay, maybe a developed country can do it, पूरी drain system change कर दो. Something that's not feasible according to the situation is something that we will eliminate. Then we come to things that are unethical. Like, I saw a student cheating in the examination, and what I will do is I will hang him till death. You know, this is crazy. We can't do that. Unethical का एक और example देती हूँ मैं आपको. I know that I work for an organization, and I know that the organization is getting involved into some illegal activities, and I'll just sit and just keep watching. It's unethical. I shouldn't let that happen, even if I know about it. It's unethical. I want to favor one junior of mine over the other, and thus I'm promoting this junior. It's unethical. Don't do that. So unethical is जो आपका conscience आपको allow नहीं करता है. ठीक है, राइट और रॉन्ग में आप उसको रॉन्ग की कैटेगरी में डालेंगे, लीगली नहीं, कॉन्शियसली. तो इस केस में आप अनएथिकल ऑप्शंस कभी भी चूज नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है, इट इज वेरी डार्क धनंजय, बट देन आई हैव टू गिव यू एग्जांपल्स. दैट्स हाउ यू एलिमिनेट ऑप्शंस. ठीक है, और एक्सप्रेस पर्सनल ओपिनियंस. पता है क्या होता है, दिल्ली में बहुत वाटर लॉगिंग हो रही है. सोल्यूशन, मुझे लगता है केजरीवाल को रिजाइन कर देना चाहिए. मुझे लगता है ऐसा, ये मेरा पर्सनल ओपिनियन है. Is it even a solution to a problem? No, it isn't. So any option that expresses a personal opinion is a very, very wrong option. We can't choose it. Going back to some more solutions coming by you, like forecasting news, Dhananjay, yes, needed. Good saver facility, yes, needed. Supply food grains, we will not choose it. I'll tell you why, Shiv. Because we don't know how worse the situation is if people aren't able to procure grains and food for themselves. So we wouldn't choose that. And then we have cleaning of drains. Of course, the most important thing is cleaning of drains. That will resolve the solution for us. Okay. Now, keeping all that in mind, will you like to apply all this to some questions? I have a few previous year questions. Okay. क्वेश्चन पे अप्लाई करते हैं और फिर देखते हैं कि ऑप्शन कैसे एलिमिनेट करेंगे. अच्छा, एक और ऑप्शन आप एलिमिनेशन का तरीका सिखाती हूँ मैं आपको. कुछ ऐसे ऑप्शंस होते ना दैट डू नॉट इवन डील विद द क्वेश्चन. How? So basically, question is talking about something, but the solution is talking about something else altogether. It's not even dealing with the problem in the question. In such a case, you'll have to eliminate that as well. So keep this last pointer in mind as well. Now we will apply all this to some questions. Let's come to the first question. Okay. अब आपको कैसे mark करना answer? This is one problem. There are two solutions to it. Only one can also follow, only two can also follow. Both can also follow, neither can also follow. Remember that and tell me what your answer is. आंसर्स ट्रिकी है ना थोड़ा सा. चलो बी. जोया सेज बी. ठीक है. D means neither. Okay. Okay. By the time you send me your answers, let me give you some guidelines over your approach. The biggest mistake students do is they are unable to identify the issue. अब जब इशू ही समझ नहीं आएगा तो सोल्यूशन तो गलत करोगे ही ना. राइट इशू क्या है, राइट प्रॉब्लम क्या है जिसको आपको एड्रेस करना है. आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो work on reading the question very carefully. Look for the problem that we need to find a solution for. Only then jump onto the actions that you could choose. Now, what is the issue here? That the supply of raw material is irregular. Okay, and because of that, there are other problems that are arising. And what is the reason behind this issue? The reason is also given that they are not getting a reasonable price. The easiest solution is going to be providing a methodology through which the suppliers, the producers, get a reasonable price. If they get a reasonable price, they will supply the raw material, right? So the core issue is irregular supply of raw material. Reason, unreasonable price. Keep that in mind and now choose your answer. Okay. So option A says the government should regulate the supply of raw material to other industries also. You know what this option is doing? I'll show you. This option is doing this pointer that do not deal with the question. What do I have to do with other industries? My core problem is food processing industry, right? And irregular supply of raw material. What happens with other industries is not even my concern right now in the question. This should be eliminated. It does not deal with the core problem. Eliminated. Option 2 says the government should announce an attractive package. If announcing attractive package, can it get the producers a reasonable price? Yes, it can. And when they get a reasonable price, can the supply be restored to a regular one? Yes, it can be. We have our answer and it is only 2. Okay? So, the correct answer is only 2 follows and that's why people marking B are absolutely right. Let's apply this to one more question, everyone. Remember the directions. Understand the core issue and then address it as your solution or your course of action. Here you go. Answers, everyone. Both correct, both correct. I think that's what most of you are saying. But sadly, that's not the answer. The answer is A, only 1. You know what the question means? Again, if you fail to understand the question, you're going to mark the answers incorrect. ये सबसे बेसिक कंसेप्ट है क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग के साथ में. किसी भी तरीके का क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग क्वेश्चन हो, इफ यू फेल टू अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन, आपको अगर वो पैराग्राफ ही समझ में नहीं आया, आप गलत मार्क करेंगे. Hunch means he has a doubt. The officer in charge of the company has a doubt that some money is missing. Doubt है ना, पहले पुलिस को इन्फॉर्म कर दोगे. पहले कंफर्म करोगे तभी तो इन्फॉर्म करोगे ना. नहीं तो पुलिस बोलेगा तुम पहले कंफर्म तो कर लो. You first confirm it on your own if the money is missing or not. Only then you will inform the police. And you know what? When you inform the police and you, only on the basis of a doubt कि शायद money miss हो सकता है, probably you will lose the confidence and the trust of all other employees. because it will look like the officer in charge is doubting everyone without proof. People may leave the organization. It can have a negative impact. आपको लग रहा होगा तो पुलिस को बुलाना हेल्प करेगा सिचुएशन क्योंकि चलो कंफर्म हो जाएगा मनी मिसिंग है कि नहीं है, but it gives a very bad impression of the organization in which the officer in charge is working. The best thing is to get it recounted with the help of staff and check it with the balance sheet. If at all the money is actually missing, then this will follow. But since we aren't sure, this option is an incorrect one. I hope everyone gets it. Let's apply the same technique to one more question. Here you go. Yes, Manu. I think सबको आप धीरे धीरे समझ में आ रहा है. Everyone, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do that for loads of learning. If you're watching this video recorded later on and not watching it live, and you think this video is helping you clear your concepts, make sure you comment under the video. Send me some good vibes. There's a lot of effort that is put behind these videos. If you comment it, the appreciation matters a lot. This question, everyone. Okay, Shivpriya says both. This is a tricky question. This will make you, I'm surprised. Some of you are actually getting it correct. Okay, now let me explain this. The sale of a particular product has gone down considerably. Think of the reasons why the sale could go down, because the question does not mention the reason. The reason could be price, quality, or maybe the product is not even needed in the market anymore. Like typewriters, not needed. Like bulky phones, not needed. Like pen drives, maybe not needed as many. Like floppies, not needed. Do you know the reason why the sale has gone down? No. If the company manufactures typewriters and if it reduces the price and improves the quality, will its sale go up? Will it provide a solution to a problem? Think. No, it wouldn't. Option 2 will not follow, because maybe this particular product is already at its best quality, best pricing, and you cannot afford to reduce the price anymore. Or maybe the competitor is using a different promotional technique altogether, and that's why your sale is going down, उसका sale is going up, क्योंकि वो Instagram influencers को पैसा देके बोल रहा है कि ये प्रोडक्ट खरीदो. प्रोडक्ट मेरा अच्छा है, प्राइस भी मेरी अच्छी है, क्वालिटी भी मेरी अच्छी है, तो अगर मैंने प्राइस और क्वालिटी और ठीक कर दी तो भी क्या मेरा प्रोडक्ट बिकेगा? आई कैन नॉट बी श्योर ऑफ दैट. तो इसलिए the only solution is to check out the market, study the market and rival products, and figure out why exactly are your sales going down. Convinced? Right? एक बार हम सब भेज दो जल्दी जल्दी से. ठीक है, और आते हैं लास्ट क्वेश्चन पे ऑफ द क्लास. हियर यू गो. थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस you'll get better, trust me. सोचना पड़ेगा, क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग इज नॉट एज इजी. यहाँ ट्राई करिए. ओके धनंजय. बहुत हार्ड्स आ रहे हैं आज तो मुझे. Arey bhai sahab, I can't even handle so many. Answer. Okay, A or B. Opposites. Nandana says 2. Zoya says A. Dhananjay says 2. Zoya, it is only 2. It's like criticizing government. Government को ऐसा करना ही नहीं चाहिए. Government should not do this. Why? Do you have a reason why? Is it more like an opinion? It is. Remember, we learned that opinions should be eliminated. They're incorrect options. In course of action, you'll get many right options. That's not what you have to focus on. You have to find out which option should be eliminated. So, if child labor is increasing, it's not, blaming. We aren't doing a blame game. We have to find a solution. And this is no solution at all. It's an opinion, and opinions are uncalled for. We'll eliminate them. And that's why a solution is proper education system, primarily for the primary level and lower caste communities. So that is going to be a solution. And that's why it's going to be only and only this follows. And on that note, we've launched a comprehensive course for CLAT 2024 and CLAT 2025 aspirants. If you wish to prepare with us, if you wish to learn these concepts even in a detailed manner, much more detailed, more questions, more practice, you have to see us in the classes. That's the number of our counselors. Call them, know more about the batches, and we have a 3-day free trial going on as well, which you can opt for. तो ये फ्री ट्रायल का जो लिंक है वो डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में है. काउंसलर्स को कॉल करने का लिंक भी डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में है. जल्दी से क्लिक करो. See us, you can access all the material on our app for free for 3 days. You just need to register yourself. And we have a very, very interactive workshop happening on 16th of July, 6 p.m. जहां अभिमन्यु सर discuss करेंगे your CLAT success blueprint. How can you master CLAT 2024 in the 4 months that you're left with? Don't miss out on that. It's a very interactive session and it's going to be for free on our app. Remember 16th of July 6 p.m. But you need to register yourself for that as well. इसका लिंक भी डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में है तो रजिस्टर कर लेना. And Tulika it's mentioned. ठीक है. So I shall see you in the next class, everyone. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You like this video. You comment under the video if you have liked the video already. You can follow us on Instagram. We have a lot of memes happening there. Yeah, you can follow us on Facebook and then updates as well. Facebook, Telegram. You can also download our app on Google Play. Have a very good evening, everyone. God bless you. See you very, very soon.